In Jamaica, residents are calling for an American stewardess to be banned from the country after faking an abduction to get out of quarantine. Kalina Collier, an employee of JetBlue Airlines, arrived in Jamaica on January 28 and was ordered to quarantine after testing positive for COVID-19. Collier later went on social media and stated that she was being held hostage by the hotel and urged her followers to contact immigration authorities in the United States. Her story went viral, and after later disappearing from social media, hundreds of thousands of people asserted that she had been kidnapped. The Jamaica Constabulary Force later said that she was never in any danger and that her allegations were baseless. Collier was seen leaving Jamaica on February 14. Residents have been calling for her to be charged with public mischief and banned from Jamaica.
Of course I'm suing. Guys, I've been in here in my room indecent most of the time because I don't have enough clothes. Like, most of the clothes I brought was bathing suits because they haven't gave me anything, my Ty. They haven't given me anything. And my mom is asking and they're like, no, there's nothing. They're like, we're waiting for results. We just asked again because we're like, it's more than 72 hours. I'm not on duty. I just had to call JetBlue and tell them what's going on. They just took me off. I was supposed to be back today for reserve. I've been here since last Thursday. I've been in this room since Saturday. This man, my mom called this man who just came to my door. She called him from 1 o'clock this afternoon. It is now going on 7 p.m. And I'm sure this man only came to this door because he sees that the cameras are covered up. I had to use fucking hair oil to cover up the cameras because there's nothing. I don't even have tape to tape a fucking towel to the ceiling. I had to use this to cover up the cameras. Like, this shit is not a game. Like, they're sitting here. I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes. Like, this shit is ridiculous. My friends left yesterday. I'm here by myself. If my mother was not here, I don't know what the fuck would happen. They gave me, I didn't even finish this part. They gave me a letter on Monday stating that I am on a no-fly list and I am unfit to fly. I'm unhealthy to fly. So me and my mother were going to try and make a run for it. And basically a man came and he was like, yeah, I heard you guys were trying to leave. Just know that if you leave, you know, the authorities are going to be involved and it's going to turn into something else. Trust me, I tried to get the fuck ASAP. So, yeah. So I'm pretty much stuck here. Okay, so you guys see my mom just spoke to the guy named Desmond Kelly, the health manager here. He still doesn't have any results and he has no idea when he will have them. Are you kidding me? This is exactly what I'm talking about. They won't let me leave, but I'm not going to be stupid and try to leave, and then they arrest me. You guys know, if you're Jamaican, you know how these people are in Jamaica. I'm not even about to do that, and then my mom...
JetBlue Airways says it's conducting an urgent investigation into one of its employees who caused a firestorm after alleging she was kidnapped in Jamaica. Meanwhile, the tourism ministry is disappointed with the action of the JetBlue flight attendant. Anthony Lugg has the details.
Kalina Collier might have left Jamaica on Sunday, but her face is one that Jamaicans will never forget. The JetBlue flight attendant claimed on social media that she was kidnapped and was being held hostage at the Ocean Coral Springs Hotel in Trelawney upon her arrival on January 28. Those claims were later found to be false and that Miss Collier was being quarantined after testing positive for COVID-19. Senior strategist in the tourism ministry, Delano Seavright, is upset.
We are truly upset that despite our best efforts, the efforts of the Jamaica Tourist Board, the hotel, the police, everyone checked on this young lady to ensure that she's okay. And she was in fact okay. And if she had simply posted one small video about 30 seconds long just to say that she's okay, she's fine, stop worrying, this problem would not have gotten to the scale that it has now.
The allegations about kidnapping spread like wildfire on social media sites Instagram and Twitter, even resulting in death threats being aimed at Mr. Seavright after unscrupulous individuals posted his personal number online.
I have communicated with the authorities, not just here in Jamaica, but in the US as it relates to some of those threatening calls. And we're going to move on from it. I've blocked many of those numbers, and I think a lot of them are also embarrassed by the fact that they were essentially misled by Kalina and her surrogates online who posted a lot of misinformation.
The matter escalated, forcing the police to issue a statement dispelling the accusations of kidnap as baseless and mischievous.
The good thing is we have been able to put the truth out there, and she inadvertently also put the truth out there by presenting herself, appearing to be okay, and she was spotted at the airport, of course, on the weekend, heading back to the United States with her mother and in tip-top shapes.
Meanwhile, in a release today, JetBlue Airways said it's aware of the incident involving one of its employees and is conducting an urgent investigation into her actions. JetBlue said it has full confidence in Jamaica's health protocols and it's important that everyone follows the rules. JetBlue added that employees are held to the highest standards when it comes to personal integrity.
Minister Bartlett will be speaking to the Chief Executive Officer of JetBlue, who has reached out to the government of Jamaica to speak directly to Minister Bartlett and the team as it relates to what has transpired. And we expect to continue to closely monitor the situation in the coming days. And we are also maintaining touch with the hotel and other key stakeholders in terms of what has transpired.
Yesterday, the United States Embassy in Kingston said it was aware of reports of a U.S. citizen who had recently traveled to Jamaica and claimed to have been held against their will. It said while it fully investigates claims of unlawful detention, it cannot release any information about a U.S. citizen without their written consent. Anthony Lugg, TVJ News.
Ready to visit the room that Kalina Collier was staying in at the Ocean Coral Spring Hotel in Trelawney. So I'm making sure that I put on my PPE owing to the fact that she had COVID and she just checked out of the room. Collier said that there were 3 cameras in her room. So I'm going to check this out. She checked out of the hotel today, so I'm making sure that if there were cameras in her room, then I'll give you a view of that. Collier was staying in room 1123, one of 5 rooms at the hotel, which is used specifically to quarantine or isolate people who have tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. Now, she was staying in this room for 14 days. I want to give you a look what the room looks like really. She just checked out, so the room is not yet clean, but she said there were cameras in this room, so I'm checking to see if there are cameras. There's a flashing light right here, which is a motion sensor. I believe that Collier may have thought that this was a camera, but that's a motion sensor that is used. Once you're in the room, it cools the room. This is the bedroom that she was in. This is her balcony, which faces the swimming pool. So she was able to, from what I understand from the management of the hotel, Collier was able to leave the room, sit on the balcony, but she could not mingle with the rest of the guests in the hotel. She had to be quarantined, and it's a stipulation by the Jamaican government. In addition to the fact that no one can leave Jamaica and enter the United States without a negative COVID-19 test. Collier had a positive test, and so she could not leave the country. I want to see if there are any more motion sensors in this room. Okay, there's one here, which seemed to have been tampered with. management of the hotel says that she used a number of things to try to cover it because she said that there was a camera. In addition to the motion sensors in this room are that's a fire alarm over there. That looks like it could be, what is that right here? Detector. Smoke detector. So the room is equipped to accommodate visitors. Closet area, bathroom area, and another, oh, there goes another motion sensor, in the bathroom. So I believe that when Collier went online the first time, what she saw were these motion sensors. And I'm going to take you to another room that she was not in, so you can see that all the rooms at Ocean Coral Spring in Trelawney carries motion sensors. All the rooms here, every single room has motion sensors in the ceilings. And that's specifically to ensure that the air conditioner works with your body. If you're not in the room, then the sensor is not on, so they're able to conserve on electricity. Come with me to this room. This is another room, 1121, next door to where Collier was. This room is not occupied, but as soon as you get in, here is another motion sensor in this room, another one in this bathroom. Here's the other motion sensor. And if you look in this room, you'll see that this is a totally different room than the one that Collier was in. And this room also has 3 motion sensors. So there are no cameras in the rooms at Ocean Coral Spring. In fact, all the hotel rooms in Jamaica are inspected regularly by the Tourism Product Development Company. Their role really is to ensure that nothing like that happens in the country. So any hotel that would want to put cameras in the rooms, that hotel would immediately lose their license.